Environment Canada had issued a heavy snowfall warning early that morning, forecasting up to 20 centimeters of accumulation. However, the low-pressure system moving across southern Quebec quickly intensified, exceeding initial expectations. By midday, precipitation began, and by afternoon, the mix of snow and freezing rain made travel across the metropolitan area extremely difficult. But the worst was yet to come. Overnight from Sunday into Monday, the weight of wet snow on trees still holding their autumn leaves caused numerous branches to fall onto power lines. By Tuesday morning, Hydro-Quebec reported nearly 400,000 customers without electricity across the province. In Montreal alone, about 50,000 households were left in the dark, while Montérégie and Laval reported 107,000 and 20,000 outages respectively.
Don't go down there.
The electric utility deployed emergency crews to restore power, prioritizing hospitals, fire stations, and densely populated areas. However, progress was slowed by blocked roads and heavy ice buildup. Hydro-Quebec warned that some repairs could take several days due to the scale of the damage. The start of the workweek made things worse. Numerous schools, including those in the Sir Wilfrid Laurier, Riverside, and Laval districts, canceled classes on Monday and Tuesday. City officials urged parents to keep children at home while cleanup crews struggled to clear the main avenues. The Société de l'Assurance Automobile du Québec reminded drivers that winter tires are mandatory, yet many had not installed them. Accidents multiplied on bridges and overpasses, where ice formed quickly. Traffic became chaotic, and police urged the public to avoid unnecessary travel. Meanwhile, snow removal teams worked around the clock. Main streets were given priority, but the rapid accumulation and mix of freezing rain made the job difficult. The city's aging drainage infrastructure became overwhelmed, causing minor flooding in low-lying neighborhoods.
Don't go down there.
Municipal authorities opened emergency shelters for residents left without heat or power. The 311 hotline received thousands of calls reporting fallen trees, blocked roads, and downed utility poles. However, the situation worsened further as multiple highway accidents were confirmed. One of the most serious occurred on the Papineau-LeBlanc Bridge, where around 20 vehicles collided at about 1:30 p.m. Sunday due to poor visibility and slick pavement. Although only minor injuries were reported, the crash illustrated how dangerous the conditions were.
3 o'clock in the morning.
In southwestern Ontario, the storm forced the closure of a 30-kilometer stretch of Highway 402 between Oil Heritage Road and Kerwood Road because of heavy lake-effect snow from Lake Huron. The Ontario Provincial Police announced that the closure would remain in place for several hours to remove crashed vehicles and ensure road safety. Farther south, another collision involving trucks on Highway 401 near Dutton caused delays and partial blockages. Although there were no serious injuries, authorities repeated their advice to postpone all non-essential travel until conditions improved. By Monday night, Environment Canada maintained blizzard warnings for the regions of Elgin, Huron, Lambton, and Middlesex. Snow accumulations were estimated between 15 and 30 centimeters, with isolated areas exceeding 50. Strong wind gusts reduced visibility to only a few meters in rural areas, leaving several Western Ontario municipalities virtually paralyzed.
I'm taking a video.
The storm also affected air travel. At Toronto Pearson International Airport, 9.8 centimeters of snow were recorded, a record for November 9th since 1971. Hamilton saw 16 centimeters and Ottawa 11.7. While there were no widespread cancellations, flights faced delays due to runway clearing and de-icing operations. Meteorologists noted that this event was caused by an unusual combination of Arctic cold air and Atlantic moisture, which led to intense early-season snowfalls. Such episodes, they warned, could become more frequent due to climate variability affecting the Northern Hemisphere. Meanwhile, Hydro-Quebec asked for patience and encouraged users to consult its online interactive map for updates on restoration efforts. On social media, thousands of residents shared images of snow-covered streets, collapsed trees, and darkened neighborhoods, reflecting the widespread impact of the storm. Although Montreal is accustomed to harsh winters, this episode highlighted the vulnerability of its infrastructure to increasingly erratic weather events. The storm not only signaled an early start to winter, but also underscored the logistical and energy challenges that climate change poses for major northern cities.